peeps, welcome to my channel. I am about to go for a grocery shopping. Usually I do this on Sundays, but today is Saturday. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm in Walmart. Walmart is the store that I typically go for a grocery shopping, so I need to buy some grocery. And yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys there. And I also need to exchange my coins into cash. So I'm gonna do here. And the Walmart, there's like a special machine there, fancy machine that you just exchange coins into cash. So I'll go there right now. This is the machine. Coins into cash. So I'll put my coins here. Put all my coins in there. Because I don't like to have coins with me. I don't like to have coins with me at all. So I want to get rid of them. I want to exchange them into cash. And this is the machine you do it. This is the machine. Isn't that fancy, guys? So fancy, huh? Come on now. Come on now. Alright, so now it's time to exchange my coin. I just push them in there. And then it's counting there how much money I'm gonna get in cash. Isn't that interesting, guys? Ah, it's done. It's printing the receipt. That's really fancy. We don't have this in Africa for real. That's crazy. Here I am, guys. Grocery shopping. Usually I get so lost. When it comes to grocery shopping because I'm not really a good cook. I'm a good improviser. I like to make my own recipe. I'm not really good at this. So I'm here in the store trying to buy some groceries. And one of the things that I really miss about Africa is that I don't cook in Africa, I always have a housemaid. In Africa, it's pretty affordable to have a housemaid. They cook for you. They do everything for you there. But here in America, you don't have that lavish life. You don't have that fancy stuff. You cook yourself. You clean yourself. You do everything yourself. You gotta do it yourself. Yeah, that's one of the things that I miss about Africa. But I'm here in the store trying to find food. So today is my grocery day. Well, I buy a lot of food, but I don't usually cook. I get so lazy to cook. Guys, I need some inspiration. In this. Some cereal is the way to go. I love to have some cereals in the morning. Good breakfast in the morning. It's the easiest thing. I wish my mother was here. My mom lives in Africa, and I'm planning to bring her here to US eventually. Yeah, she would help me cook. Yeah, definitely. I get so lost when it comes to grocery shopping, guys. So lost. All right, I'm done with my grocery shopping. And another thing that I really like about US is that you can also grocery shopping online. It's really nice. You just go online and pick pick what groceries you want, and then they can shop it, they can bring it to your house without having you leave your house. You can just stay here. Man, I love US because it's really practical. You can really do everything online. It's really nice, and we don't have that fancy life in Africa. So here you can really get lazy because you do pretty much everything online. But I like to come here sometimes and pick my groceries and, you know, feel them and know that, okay, I'm going to have a good food. Although I don't really know how to cook. I'm not really a good cook. I love to eat though. Ooh, eat is so nice, but to cook, it's a hassle. It's a big hassle. If one of you guys know how to cook, please leave a comment below. Really, I really need some instructions, guys. I really need some directions when it comes to it. Well, I do my own recipes, and sometimes it comes out really good. It's really tasteful, really good. I love it. At least I love to eat my own food. But you know, when it's to cook for many people, I stay out of kitchen. I let other people to do that, not me, because I'm not really good in that. But yes, guys, I'm done my grocery shopping. I'm going to gas my car. Yes, guys, so I was grocery shopping and just gassed my car. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience here in USA. And many people asked me how did I end up here in the US. So I am originally from Africa, Mozambique. That's where I was born. I grew up there. But I got a scholarship to come to America. I got a full scholarship to come here to do music school. Because I'm a musician. I've been singing for forever. I've been singing for a long time. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually organizing another channel just for music. Just for music. So if you're a musician, you will enjoy this. That's the channel I'm organizing. So I got a full scholarship and I came to America. That's how I ended up here, because I came here for school. And then I got a lot of opportunities, job opportunities. I never left. Well, I live, but I am living here in USA now for 9 years. That's how I ended up here, guys. And let me just share a little bit my experience, because there's a huge difference between America and Africa. So I would like to share something about Africa. The average American, when they think about Africa, they think the only thing they can think about is poverty, poor people, begging, children standing on the street and begging, you know, asking for money and all that, corruption. This is what the average American, or even in Europe, or people from other countries outside Africa continent, they think about. This is what they think about. They think about poverty. But guys, I'm gonna bring you some perspective, some points that will definitely change your perception. It's gonna change your perception about Africa. Africa is not what people think. Some people think that Africans, they live with lions. That lions is actually next door. It's actually, I mean, lions is like pets. They are really close to your house, your mud house, you know. But Africa is not. It's not what people think. Africa is really beautiful, really beautiful. Once you go there, it's gonna change your perception of Africa. Africa is really good. We do have some core values that you really can't really find here in US. It's really hard to find, but in Africa you can really connect. So I'm gonna bring you some core values, some things that really you don't get here in US. So things that I really miss about Africa is community. You know, in Africa we have a huge community. People are always there, your friends and all that. They always have time for you. They come to your place and you can hang out. The community is really strong. In America as well, it's strong, but most people get caught up with work. You can work so much in the US that you actually don't have time to socialize. You don't have time to have a community with your friends and family. It's really hard because people here are working non-stop. But in Africa, we do work, but community there is really strong. And another thing that I really miss is the nature. In Africa, you can really connect with the nature very easily. And one of the things that really speaks to me is when I see the nature, see the trees, see the animals, see all of this stuff. You can really get connected with nature. And it's a way of appreciating God's creation. But here in the US it's really hard because you see cities and towns, skyscrapers all over the place, and it's kind of like really really hard to connect. Okay, so another thing is food, because African people, they eat really healthy. We eat a lot of organic food, really good food, like coming straight from the field. But here in the US, you eat a lot of junk food. Not because there's no organic food. There's a lot of organic food here in the US, but people don't have the time to cook. Don't have the time. I'm not saying all Americans. I'm saying in average, you just go to McDonald's, you just go to Wendy's, because it's easy. It's just drive through and then you just get the food. It's quickly. But those food, in the long run, is gonna damage you. It's gonna really destroy you. You're gonna end up sick, getting a lot of sickness. But in Africa, you really eat clean. You really eat healthy, really good food, organic food. Woo! I love the food that my mom cooks, because she's always eating organically. Every time I go to Africa to visit my mother, I'm eating organic food. I'm eating good food. But you also can eat clean here in the US, but you just have to be disciplined. Because if you end up living here, you are residing here, most likely you won't have time to cook, because life here is really rush. It's really rush. Everything is in a hurry. Everything is, in a hurry. You won't have time to cook. You end up eating those, processed food. But in Africa, you really eat clean. And another thing that I miss is safari. When I came here to America, I was just looking for safari. I couldn't find one. I could not find one, guys. They took me to zoo. I got depressed because I saw those animals depressed in the cage, locked up in the cage. I was like, man, what is this? Take me to safari, please, because I'm African. And in safari in Africa, if you're American or anywhere in the world, you've never been to Africa, guys, you really need to go to safari. It's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life. You will see animals that you've never seen in safari. It's another thing. It's gonna take you to another dimension. It's really, I'm telling you guys, you pay there, and it may take like a few days. Some people stay there for a week, 7 days, just exploring all that. The animals are not encaged. Animals are free. They're free like a bird, flying, free. All the animals, all kinds of animals, guys. Safari, you just get in those truck with the instructor, and then they will drive you, and then you just see all these animals. You really need to go to South Africa or Kenya or Uganda. There's a lot of good safaris. Guys, it's gonna change your life, because you will connect to nature. You will connect to the nature, things that you really can't do here in the US, but you can do in Africa. Those things really, oh man, I miss those things dearly here in my heart, really dearly. So every time I go to Africa, I try to explore all these things, maximize my experience, you know, as long as I can. And I came here. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. Guys, make this channel to grow, share to other friends, you know, subscribe to that channel and turn on the notification sign, the bell, because that way YouTube will notify you as soon as I post a new video. Thank you guys. Peace.